Hi guys and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. I'm Farhad. If you're new to this channel then please smash that subscribe button now, and we are just 2 away from that 800 mark. So let's get over the line with this video itself. So the movie that we are going to be discussing today is the newly released Hindi film Vikram Vedha, starring Hrithik, Roshan and Saif Ali Khan. This will be kind of a comparative video because Vikram Vedha, as you most of you would know, is the official Hindi adaptation of the Tamil film Vikram Vedha, starring R. Madhavan and Vijay Sethupathi. Now, I had watched Vikram Vedha, the original one, almost 4 years ago. I think when Vikram Vedha did not yet have its cult status. And I had watched it then and I had absolutely loved it. You know, the entire narrative style, which was so massy, but it still had those cerebral moments. I think it was a perfect amalgamation of massy elements along with some cerebral writing that was there, which really had impressed me then. But then I'd never thought that there would be a remake of that. The remake culture would have still been prevalent in Bollywood then, but it was not yet discovered as the OTTs were still gaining, uh, you know, uh, space. The OTTs weren't a big thing then. So now that the OTT is big thing, almost everyone has watched Vikram Vedha. You know, the Hindi dub version is also, by the way, available on YouTube. So I never thought that Vikram Vedha would be remade. However, when its trailer was out, I was absolutely impressed by it. I was really looking forward to this specific adaptation that was there. And Bollywood recently has not been doing well in terms of adaptations. There have been instances where they have not been able to retain that core essence that is there in the film. And also I feel that for the sake of making changes, they tried to, change the storyline in parts where it was absolutely not needed, and then the whole core idea just switched. So there are so many films that have failed at the box office because of this very thing. But with Vikram Vedha, I was really looking forward to it, given that there were many things going for the film. Firstly, it is Hrithik Roshan's comeback after 3 years, on the silver screen, and that is something that I was really looking forward to. Also, the original directors of Vikram Vedha, Pushkar and Gayatri, who had recently made the series Sword, the Vortex on Amazon Prime. I had absolutely loved that series. Check out that video as well. They were at the helm of the Hindi remake as well, Hindi adaptation. You can call it a remake or an adaptation. So, how is Vikram Vedha the Hindi one? Let's find out. So, Vikram Vedha, for all you do not know, it is loosely based on the folklore of Vikram and Betal, the stories that we have been hearing in childhood, and the stories of Vikram and Betal were so fascinating during their childhood, and the story has been weaved around this very fact, and it is basically a cat and mouse chase between a cop and a gangster, and where the lines between right and wrong start to blur. I think this is the very basic idea, and the good part is that this is a proper sense and adaptation, because firstly, nothing much has changed from the writing perspective. So, if you watch the original Vikram Vedha, you would know the pulse of this story as well. But the good thing is that they have not changed anything, and because of this very fact that the writing was the strong point of the original, they've retained that, and this is a smart decision, because you did not need to make unnecessary changes, to spoil the fun. However, the change is in the setup. So, the same story has been lifted and shifted into the north of India. So, here most of the scenes are in UP, in Lucknow, in Kanpur, and I think that's something that did add texture, to the drama. The drama, opens in terrific fashion, in that entire sequence of that encounter, the very first encounter that is there. That entire sequence is very well, choreographed, and the tension and the world building is done simultaneously, and that is a skill, I'll tell you. That is a serious skill that needs to be, cherished. And, the protagonist, one of the protagonists, is introduced in dramatic fashion, and that is when the ball is set rolling for the things to come. Of course, as I said earlier, many of you would know the beats of the screenplay. So, you would say, Farhad, why are you praising it so much? It is because the way it has been narrated again with a fresh set of characters and a fresh setting that is there, I think that is very important. There are a few marquee scenes which have the same background as the original, but still that doesn't take anything away from the fact that this is a well-made adaptation. The madness is brought to life in this film, I would say, with the introduction of the second protagonist in a terrific sequence, you know, that Masi entry that is there in that uh, entire interrogation, that is, you know, that scene that follows. I think that is really well done. Speaking of which, I am going to give out mild spoilers about the interrogation. I'm sure many of you have already watched Vikram Vedha, so I think it would be a good point of discussion that I can make here. If you haven't watched either of the two films, please skip to a couple of minutes ahead in the video, and then it will be spoiler free from there on. So here I would like to also say that that entire interrogation scene that is there, you know, in which Vikram and Veda are, you know, facing each other. Just notice the clothes of both the protagonists. You know, Vikram is wearing a white collared t-shirt, and Veda is wearing the black shirt. This is representative of their characters that is there. It's differentiating between good and evil. The setup is such that, you know, it has those black walls that is there, but there is sunlight seeping through that. That is the setup, which is making it a bit of a grayish, blackish white, grayish sort of a atmosphere, and that is the line of truth that is there, which is getting blurred. It's literally seen getting blurred in the setup. I think this is the detailing that is there. Elsewhere in the interval block, if you would see, Vikram again continues to wear that white t-shirt, and Veda has the black shirt on. However, when it rains and Vikram's shirt is all soaked in, so his color of the shirt slowly starts changing from white to off-white. That is when the evils inside is that are deep, you know, submerged inside him, you know, it starts to come out. That is that. And from that point onwards, if you notice, Vikram's clothes turn grey. You know, he starts wearing a grey colored t-shirt, you know, grey colored collared t-shirt that is there, and that continues till the end of the film, which represents that, you know, there's nothing like right or wrong. It's the world that we live in. It's either all things are right or all things are wrong, or the mix of both. You know, it's right as well as wrong, which in this case is represented by the color grey. Elsewhere, in the final scene, there is one cop. His character name is Deepak, which is portrayed by Manoj Sharma. He wears a white colored shirt even right at the end when he's betraying Vikram. This shows that he is not in full agreement with, you know, what things are being made done from him by his superiors, but then at the same time he is carrying out his duty. His soul is white, but then he's still not, you know, continuing to, he still has to basically continue following the orders of his superior. So these are nice references. In another reference, there's this whole Ravan sequence that is there, in which the character of Veda, portrayed by Hrithik Roshan, he's smashing, he's, you know, pulling a sledgehammer towards someone's mouth. Which is representative of the fact that he's killing an evil with the background of the Ravan. Whereas in another scene, he himself says that I am Ravan, you know, and Vikram is Ram. So these are interesting innuendos and interesting conflicts that are there in the screenplay. I think that go very well with the theme, and the detailing is so brilliant here that needs to be studied. And here the twists and turns, I would say, are really good. The twists and turns are, of course, again, you would know the twists and turns that are coming, but the twists and turns are really very good and very well executed here. There's this inherent madness that is retained in the screenplay. In that final act also, I think it was very well pulled out, that entire execution and the revelation that is there. That was really well done. I think this is one of the better adaptations that I have definitely seen. Not to say that this is better than the Tamil one. No, the Tamil one tops this any day. Still, having said that also, this is an excellent adaptation. Coming to the technical aspects, I think the lines are massy as well as cerebral, and they make for a compelling viewing. I think it is excellent here, the viewing that is there. Also, The music is an absolute killer, you know, it goes so well with the mood of the drama. That Alcoholia song reeks of madness and it is absolutely brilliant. Also, the BGM is absolutely on fire, you know, that whole ra 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 ra, that whole sequence that is there when it plays out at various intervals, it's absolutely heightens the drama. I think it was retained from the original, if I'm not wrong. Let me know in the comments. I think it was retained from the original as far as I remember. However, it was a smart decision if it was retained because it does heighten the drama. The cinematography and art design also do well to, you know, represent the two shades of light and dark in a well portrayed scene that is there. And various scenes that are there, the brightly lit ones are that of Vikram and the slightly shabbily lit ones are of Veda, and that is something, again, the detailing part that I was talking about. Also, director Pushkar and Gayatri, the director duo, I should say, I think they are brilliant as far as the filmmaking concepts are concerned, and they had absolutely nailed it and hit it out of the park. In the original Vikram Vedha, they had done it again in Sword, and here again they are in top form. They have done a spectacular job. I think they've done a brilliant job in adapting the screenplay, and this is how you execute an adaptation, you know. And it did help that they were at the helm of the original one as well. So that is something that was very well done. Also, coming to the performance, I think Manoj Sharma as Deepak, he did a pretty good job. Sharib Hashmi as Bablu was excellent. I mean, he had that wicked side to him veiled in the form of a comedy, and that was some skill that he possessed. He did an excellent job. He was brilliant in this film. Also, Yogita and Rohit Saraf, they both had a good outing here. They did a pretty good job, very earnest. Also, Radhika Apte, I think she did a pretty good job. It was a far cry from the loud Radhika Apte that was there, you know, the loud one that was there, but she did a pretty good job as well. Also, Saif Ali Khan, he had big boots to fill, you know, of R. Madhavan from the original, and I think he was absolutely convincing as the cop. You know, the various shades that he brings to his character is so brilliant, and it was such a pleasure to watch him. And his face-off with Hrithik Roshan was one of the scenes of the films. Which brings me to Hrithik Roshan, who had even bigger shoes to fill, you know, of Vijay Sethupathi from the original. And he just brings some amount of madness to his character. He had done it earlier in Agnipath, which was an iconic character again in an adaptation that was also very well made. And here again, you know, this role originally was offered to Amir Khan, but then when he backed out, it was Hrithik Roshan on board. I had my skepticism. I thought probably Saif Ali Khan would have suited this character better initially, but then when I watched Hrithik's performance, oh my God, that was such a killer of a performance. His madness in his eyes and that evil smile was so intimidating. It was a towering act in every sense of the word. And his dancing, oh my God, lovely. Simplest of steps, but so well you know, pulled off in that Alcoholia song. Very well done. So Vikram Vedha, the Hindi version of Vikram Vedha, is madness and brilliance personified. It may not top the original Vikram Vedha, the Tamil Vikram Vedha, but I think it is a bloody good, you know, remake, bloody good adaptation, I should say. The lanes of Lucknow and all just bring the story to life. So that is the video then. Please, if you like this video, please smash that like button. If you like to read my full review of Vikram Vedha, the Hindi Vikram Vedha, then that link is in the description box below on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S. Please visit it. Please help a small creator like me by, you know, subscribing to my channel and pressing that bell icon. You would know when I come online for that. And let me know in the comments of the film that you thought about. You know, which one did you find it better? Did you like Vikram Vedha? What all things, you know, any point of discussion, any comment, do let me know in the comment section. Also, if there are any recommendations, please let me know in the comment section. Also, follow me on various social medias like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Letterboxd. All the links are in the description box below. And yes, please subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 800 and then let's grow from there. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.